Hello and welcome back to Down the Track. In this episode, we'll be previewing the doubleheader on Wednesday. The first game is between England and Bangladesh, and the second game between Namibia and Scotland. England, Bangladesh, a big game for both sides, especially Bangladesh losing against Sri Lanka after putting up a good score. Their bowlers just could not defend on a Sharjah pitch was actually conducive to their type of bowling. The spinners and the cutters was most of his bowls, but unfortunately it didn't work. With the bat, Mushfiqur shined, but and also did Mohammad Naeem, but the others struggled a bit. I still felt that their batting was decent, bowling and fielding was an issue. England coming off a big win against West Indies, getting them all out for 50 plus. One thing about England is that their middle order is still a bit shaky. They still lost wickets in such a small chase. They lost 4 or 5 wickets, and it will be tested against Bangladesh again. This game is in Abu Dhabi. It's a day game, so there won't be any due factor. It's just to see that batting first as well could be helpful for the team as the wicket might slow down. But Abu Dhabi in general, the pitches have been decent. Hopefully, we get to see some runs. It's been a low scoring tournament so far. Nothing wrong with that, but sometimes it's good to see both, right? And for England with the ball, Adil Rashid, Moeen Ali were so impressive in that game against West Indies. They'll be called upon again. And the thing is, Bangladesh who play spin decently, so it will be a bit of a challenge for them, and it'll be a good challenge if these guys can be successful here. That will give these two a lot of confidence going into other games for England. And with the fast bowling, Mark Wood was injured in the last game. His fitness is not. We still don't know if he's fully fit. But Taimal Mills did a good job. He looked a bit rusty, bowled a few wides here and there, but he did a good job in that game. I still think they probably prefer Mark Wood with that extra pace. But only time will tell, if he is fit enough to play. For again, Owen Morgan, brilliant captaincy, but batting form has been an issue. And that's something that he will need to work on for England. And all eyes will be on the top order, Josh Butler and Jason Roy. If they can get them off to a flyer, then the middle order can capitalize. Manan has not adjusted to these pitches. It's not been for him. Maybe they drop him down. They dropped him down the order actually in the last game, but maybe drop him, bring in somebody else. And put Moeen Ali one down. Moeen Ali generally plays spin well. Livingstone is another guy who has not adjusted to these conditions. Even in the IPL, we saw him struggle a bit. And he's a big player. They need him to perform as well, especially in the big matches. And what better way to start than against Bangladesh? For Bangladesh, Mustafizur will be key. He's the player to watch out for me with the ball. Again, he's been in decent form, and they really rely on him to pick up wickets in the middle overs with the new ball, even the death overs to control the run rate. So Mustafizur is the bowler to watch out for. With the bat, I'm going with Saqib Al Hasan. He's an experienced guy, especially if they're chasing. He's someone who can guide the chase. If they're batting first, he can set it up. He has that experience. He knows how to adapt to a pitch quickly and assess the situation. That's something Bangladesh will need to do. They might have not assessed that Sharjah pitch to perfection, but I still felt that they had enough runs. It was the bowling which let them down. But still, Saqib will give you that experience as a batsman. And for England, the batsman to watch out for, I'm going with Johnny Bairstow. He's looked in decent touch. He's someone who's played in the UAE before in the IPL, and he's someone once he starts playing his shots, it's very difficult to stop him. I'm surprised he's not opening. Butler's opening, but he has that middle order role, and he can play spin pretty well as well. So probably to stabilize that. So Josh Butler is the batsman to watch out for. With the ball, I'm going this time Moeen Ali. In the last game, I went Adil Rashid, but Moeen Ali against the Bangladeshi left-hand batsman, especially against Saqib, that would be a very good matchup. And if Moeen Ali can pick up the wicket of Saqib, it'll turn the game in England's favor. If you look at the predictions for this game, I'm going England 70-30. I just feel that I actually felt that Bangladesh have a really good team, but they just have not been clicking. They're missing Tamim Iqbal. They're not getting those starts that he normally provides. Then with the ball, they're missing that fire. Yes, they have Mustafizur, they have Saqib, but they're missing a quality leg spinner. I think they need someone who can pick up wickets for them, and their support bowlers have not been as impressive in picking up wickets. So been a bit disappointed. They still have a chance. They like playing these conditions, so they will give England a tough fight. But I just feel, England just have a bit more variety and a very, very strong lineup actually. So England 70-30. And the next game, it's between Scotland and Namibia. Both teams did superbly well in the qualifiers. They both played fantastic. They weren't expected to qualify, but they did a really good job. This is a different ball game together altogether amongst the big boys, and Scotland found that out against Afghanistan. And even against Afghanistan, it's going to be very tough. They have some quality spinners, and it's a different ball game here. and it's a good welcome for them. It's a very good experience. This is a learning curve. This is a game that both teams will be looking to win just to get that confidence as well, going into the rest of the tournament. And they can still upset a big team if they can, that possibility is there. But I think this is a game that one of these teams will be very, very eager to win, because it will give them that win a bit of confidence, and they'll be more confident in winning this game than the other games. Riese is the player to watch out for from Namibia. He's a star player. He's someone who did fantastically well with the bat and ball in the qualifiers. JJ Smuts is there as well. He has some experience. He's played for South Africa, so he can also call upon that experience. Scotland, they have a couple of good batsmen at the top. I think Munshi has been solid. He's provided some good starts with the ball. They have Greaves, the spinner. He's been decent, picked up wickets, but I think in this game I'm gonna probably go Scotland 60-40. I think Scotland have a better chance of winning this game, just because I feel they have a bit more firepower. But don't count Namibia out. One man can change the game for them. That is David Wiese, and they do have some decent players. Even their captain Erasmus played a really good innings in the qualifier. So do not count Namibia out either. It should be a fun game. I know many people won't be watching this game, but hopefully we get to see a cracker. It's always good to support associate teams. I would encourage people to watch it, and this will help cricket grow in different countries, make cricket a more popular sport, and we'll get to see cricket in more parts of the world. If the likes of Namibia, Scotland, these guys do well. So a game you should watch, and if you have the time, of course, and to support cricket in general. Hopefully we see a good game. And yeah, I think that wraps up the previews for tomorrow. It's going to be a fun day of cricket. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for the latest content. Thank you so much.